there, how's your day going today? I'm Sarah, welcome to your yoga practice. I hope you enjoy this well-rounded full body flow. So grab your mat and let's get going. I really appreciate it if you're still with me at the end, if you could subscribe to my channel if you haven't already and hit that super thanks button and leave me a tip. So we're gonna start on the back with the feet mat width distance apart. Take your arms out away from your body, turn your toes a little bit in. Take an inhale through your nose. Exhale, let it out. And as you arrive in your body and practice today, start to windshield wiper your knees from side to side, massaging out your lower back, massaging out your hips, and waking up the whole body. And you can initiate these windshield wipers from the connection of your feet into the earth. Good. Noticing how you feel today. How are you showing up on the mat? What are you bringing energetically into your practice? What do you want to process through? Start to observe and consider your reason for coming into this practice today, and let go of anything at all that's stressing you out. Good. And when you bring your knees back to center, hug your knees in, give yourself a little squeeze. We're going to cross the right ankle on top of the left thigh. Thread the needle, slip your right hand right in between that space in your legs, and hands are either in the knee crease or the front of the shin. And we'll take figure 4, a little gentle rocking there. Plugging that right thigh bone right in the hip socket and resisting the left thigh or shin into the hands just a little bit. And what's your intention for practice today? What do you want to cultivate here in this time on your mat? Collarbones are broad. You can rotate your jaw around and loosen up your jaw. Relax your face. And hug that left thigh a little closer. And then we'll uncross and do the other figure 4. Left ankle on top of right thigh. Thread the needle and we'll find that figure 4 with the feet lightly flexed. So you really want to feel this, especially in that deep outer left hip butt area. Let your lower back sacrum melt into the ground, and a little rocking might loosen things up. Remember, this is your practice. You can invite compassion for exactly where you're at today, and trusting you can back off at any point if you need to. Let's hug that right thigh toward you. Uncross, full happy baby, reaching for the outsides of your feet, ankles, or the outside of your shins. Give the feet a little pull, tailbone curling toward your chin. And then release and cross either ankle on top. And we're going to rock right up to sit, or make your way up to sit, however you get there. When you come up to sit, go ahead and lean forward and walk your fingertips forward, coming into a cross-legged seated forward fold, walking your fingertips as far away from the sitting bones as you can, feeling the stretch from the pinkies to the hips, and pulling the belly in toward the spine. When you exhale, you feel the expansion of the back ribs as you inhale. And then as you exhale, walk your hands toward your shins, sweep your arms out and up, and squeeze your knees in and cross your other ankle on top. We're going to reach up, look up, and then reach forward, forward. Tented fingers or palms to the floor, and let the chin melt toward your body. Feel free to rock side to side there. And then reach on up, big full inhale, stretch the arms open to a T. And then when you exhale, take your fingertips behind, pinky fingers touch, squeeze your shoulder blades together and lift your chest. Find that back bend. Let your outer knees fall open. Inhale and exhale. Slide over your knees. Come into a tabletop position. Find yourself onto all fours and fan your fingers wide. Now, on your inhale, drop your belly down, look up. And then on your exhale, tuck your toes, and we'll find downward dog. You might have to walk your hands forward a little bit to find a little more length through that downward dog. So you find your upside down V, with the sitting bones being that top part of the V. Pedal your feet, wake up your legs. Good, breathing there. Open your knees a little bit so they don't knock in. And then wave into a plank. On your exhale, lower all the way onto your belly. Take your feet flat for cobra pose on the inhale. Exhale, we're pressing back to child's pose with tented fingers, Hasta Bandha. Now lift your belly and slide your right foot through. Right knee is over the heel. We're gonna walk our hands to your right thigh. And then we're gonna take our right hand onto the lower back with your right elbow pointing toward the back of your mat. And you could stay here, or if it feels stable, you can sweep your left arm up and take a little twist. Looking over your right shoulder, bringing your lower back into your hand. Spiraling that left inner bicep in toward the ear. We're gonna inhale, lean back a little. Exhale, left hand comes down a little wider than the shoulder, and we're in that twist. You can tuck your left toes, lift your left thigh, and find more of an active twist if that feels good. Engage, squeeze your left gluteal. Look around at your right hip. Inhale. Exhale, release your right hand down. We're gonna step right back into downward dog. Pedal out your feet. Let a little exhale out your mouth. We'll wave our way into plank. Bring your knees down on your exhale. Come back hips to heels into your child's pose. Tented fingers. Lift your belly. Slide your left foot through. And your left knee is over the heel. And then hands are interlaced on top of that left thigh. And then slide your left hand when you're ready and when you're stable. Take that left hand onto your lower back. And you could work here in that little turn. Right rib to left rib. Or you could stretch that right arm right up alongside the ear and lean back. You're looking to the left. Inhale there. Exhale, reach your right fingertips forward. Plant your palm a little wider than the shoulder and lift up your right knee. Nice, strong, straight right leg. Engage your right butt. Look to the left. You can look at your left hip. Inhale, maybe lift your lower back into your hand a little bit. Exhale, left hand down. Plant your palms, step to plank. And then lower all the way down, chaturanga. Come onto your belly, take a little cobra pose on your inhale, any amount of back bend. And then exhale, tuck your toes, come back to child's pose, hips to heels. Exhale all the way out. Then stand up on your knees on your inhale, sweep your arms overhead, palms press, exhale, bring the hands down through heart center. We're taking the hands to the hips. Take a big step forward with your right foot. Drop your pelvis down. Keep the back toes tucked. Then stretch your arms straight up into crescent lunge. Find a full inhale, arching through the upper back. Exhale, hands frame that front foot. Lift your left thigh and spiral that left outer heel down. And we're gonna fold and peek at your right hip. Let your left hip point roll down. Stretch your left fingertips away from your left toes. Breathe there. Parsvottanasana. Gradually pressing that right leg towards straight without locking the knee. Softening your upper back. Then bend your right knee. Drop your left knee down. Slide your right leg straight back. The right foot is flexed. Lift your right heel. Take a few pulses with that right heel. And then release the right toes, plant your palms, step that left foot back to plank. You can go right to downward dog or lower down chaturanga. Inhale, cobra or upward dog. Exhale, we'll meet in downward dog. Just a couple moments to spread the fingers wide. Root through the index finger and thumb. Doing great so far. Now come into a plank, bring your knees down, and we're gonna stand up on the knees. Inhale, sweep the arms up. Exhale, hands come down through heart center. Take your hands right to your hips. Take a big step forward with your left foot. Lean that pelvis down. Inner thighs move apart. We really press through that left foot and then reach your arms up into crescent lunge. Reaching up. Move your arms back a little bit. Tone your ribs in toward your belly button. Inhale, gazing up. Exhale, hands frame that front foot. Lift your right thigh, spin that right heel down. Fold over the left leg. Inch your right fingertips forward and fold in that Parsvottanasana. Rooting through the outer right heel. Let your right hip point drop down. Exhaling out. And then bend that left knee, drop your right knee onto the ground, extend your left heel straight back, tented fingers. Lift that lower belly and do a few pulses. It's getting into that left butt muscle a little bit. 3, 2, 1. Toes are tucked, plant your palms, step that right foot straight back. Spread your chest. And then exhale, lower all the way down. Inhale, cobra or upward dog. You might lift your knees, find more back bend. Exhale, tuck your toes. One last downward dog. Dropping the heels toward the floor. And then bringing your knees down, cross your ankles, sit behind your heels, gather your knees in, and then bring your feet onto the ground. Feet are on the ground about hip width distance apart. Take your fingertips back behind you. Your fingertips are pointing toward your heels. Then let's lift the hips up and come to reverse tabletop. Look up toward the sky. Lift your hips. Root through your feet. Inhale, exhale, melting down. Sitting bones to the floor. Open your knees. Your feet are very wide apart. You're going to walk your hands toward your lower back and then walk your hands forward. Try to grab your toes. Lift up, lift up. Lengthen your knees away from your hips and look up toward the sky. Inhale and then exhale. Squeeze your knees in toward your outer arms. Curl your chin toward your chest and breathe into any constriction. And exhale. Curl that tailbone right toward the floor. One more inhale, expand your back ribs. And then exhale, we're going to come down onto the back. However you get there. So find your way onto the back with the feet about hip width distance. Press through the feet. You're going to drag your shoulders underneath if you haven't already. Palms facing up. And we'll take one bridge pose, lifting the hips toward the sky. Breathe the chest toward the chin. Big full inhale. Exhale, let's roll down. Rest your lower back. And then hug your knees in. Give yourself a squeeze. You can rock side to side. Massage out your back. And then curl yourself into a ball, knees to chin, chin to knees. And release yourself out into a Shavasana for today. So we're going to find Shavasana with palms facing up. Let everything go into the support of the floor. Rotate your jaw around a couple of times and ensure that all of the lines of stress fall away from your face. And all your joints begin to soften even more as you let go. And visualize a lot of light and space flowing through all the joints. Shoulders, light and open, all the way out through the fingertips. Spine resting from the nape of the neck, all the way down through the tail. We have soft hips. And relaxing all the way down through the toes. Finding a sense of peace and ease with being with yourself, alone with yourself for a few spacious, calm moments in the now. Arriving in a sense of clarity and ease. Arriving in a sense of trust in the flow of all things. And trust in your abilities and capabilities. And trust in your own innate goodness. Let's invite compassion for wherever you're at. Start to wiggle fingers and toes and eventually stretch the arms overhead. Find a nice resetting stretch. Imagine you're hitting the restart button. Then hug your knees in. One more compassionate hug, thanking yourself for showing up today and taking your time to roll to either side. And we'll meet in an upright seat. Coming up to sit comfortably, thanking yourself for showing up today. Let's bring our hands to heart center. Feel the palms pressing together. And I wish you joy, peace, health, strength, courage, and trust on the journey. Namaste. and grateful for your presence here as always. I'm so appreciative, and I'm posting 3 times a week or so now. I hope you're enjoying these practices. Subscribe, like, share, hit that super thanks button, leave a tip. All these things really support my efforts, and I look forward to seeing you next time. Keep going. Bye-bye.